Hi everyone, welcome to the session on Agile methodology CS22071. Today we are going to see the topic as the financial and production metrics in the FDD from Unit 5 Agility and Quality Assurance. Financial and production metrics in FDD. So the financial and production metrics in FDD provides the measurable insights into the project efficiency and economic health. So thereby ensuring that each features delivers both the business value and cost effectiveness. Through the FDD structured process, the precise cost tracking is possible at the feature level. In addition, financial metric assess budget utilizations, ROI, cost control, while production metrics measure the development speed, output quality, and resource utilizations. Together, they offer the balanced view of financial performance and team productivity. So ultimately the goal is to maintain the profitability while ensuring the high quality feature delivery. In next slide we will see the important metrics in the FDD. The metrics provide objective data to evaluate the performance and guide the decisions. They enhance the transparency and accountability at every level of the organization. FDD metrics aligns the development outcomes with the business objective. So financial and production data drive planning, forecasting, and continuous improvement. So, regular metric review enables early detection of risk and inefficiency. So, metrics empower teams with the evidence based performance evaluations. They transform raw development data into actionable insight for improvement. In next slide we will see the what are the categories of the metrics in the FDD. Number 1, financial metrics, that is assess the cost effectiveness and return on the investment. And second one is the production metrics. It measures the delivery efficiency and process performance. So both the categories are essential for balanced project monitoring. Financial metrics focus on value delivered for the cost incurred. The production metrics focus on efficiency of the feature delivery. So together they ensure the sustainable measurable progress in the FDD projects. A combination of both ensures economic viability and operational excellence. In next slide we will see the financial metrics overview. Financial metrics track how effectively project resources are utilized. So they measure the cost per features, ROI and budget adherence. So each metric provides a visibility into financial control and accountability. They link engineering activities with the business value realizations. So accurate financial measurement helps predict and manage the project expenditure. Financial metrics ensure the development remains profitable and cost efficient. So manager use this insight to optimize the future investment decisions. In next slide we will see the cost for feature, that is CPF. CPF measures the average cost incurred to design, develop and test one feature. It includes the labor, infrastructure and overhead expenses for each iteration. So lower CPF indicates the higher efficiency and optimal resource use. So high CPF highlights the waste, process, inefficiency or design network. So tracking the CPF helps benchmark the cost performance across the multiple sprints. So teams can use the CPF data to fine tune the planning and allocations of the resources. Here the formula for the CPF is the total cost divided by the number of completed features. In next slide we'll see the ROI on features. ROI means the return on investment. It measures the economic value delivered per feature. It ensures each feature justifies the cost of its development and testing. ROI supports the prioritization of high impact value driven features. So positive return on investment validates business alignment and resource optimizations. Here the low or negative return on investment flags the features that need a redesign or re-evaluations. For the return on investment, the formula will be the feature value minus feature cost divided by the feature cost into 100%. Here the example for the ROI, if a feature adds the $2,000 value at $1,000 value, the cost of the return on investment is 100%. In next slide, we will see the budget variance. Budget variance compares the planned and actual project cost over time. It helps identify overspending, saving, and estimations inaccuracies. So, negative variance indicates the budget overruns. Positive variance shows the efficiency. So, regular variance tracking the prevents large financial deviations. Variance analysis builds the trust and supports better cost forecasting. Here the formula for the budget variance is planned cost minus actual cost. Here the goal is to keep the variance within the acceptable 5 to 10% of the range of the agile projects. In next slide we will see the financial insight in the FDD. FDD enables the 5 grain tracking of the financial performance at the feature level. So each feature serves as the measurable cost and value unit for analysis. So financial transparency builds the confidence among the stakeholders and client. Budgeting and cost tracking improve the predictability for future releases. Integration with the Agile tools automates the data collection and reporting, continuous cost monitoring and supports proactive corrective measures. Here the sustained financial discipline ensures the project profitability and stability. In next slide we will see the production metrics overview. Production metrics evaluate development speed, output and quality. They show how efficiently teams transform the effort into completed features. Metrics provide the visibility into bottlenecks and productivity patterns. Each metric aligns with the agile principles of incremental progress and feedback. So production measurement ensure focus on the both the speed and quality. Balance tracking prevents the burnout and encourages the sustainable development. These insights drive process refinement and continuous improvement. In next slide we will see the feature completions rate, that is FCR. Feature completion rate measures the percentage of the planned features completed during the sprint. It reflects the team execution efficiency and sprint planning accuracy. Here the formula for the feature completion rate is the completed rates divided by the planned features into 100%. For example, if a feature planned 15 completed, FCR is 75%, high FCR is 85% plus. It signifies the predictable performance and good capacity of the planning. So low FCR indicates the estimation errors, scope creep or process issues. Here the monitoring FCR supports the better forecasting and sprint adjustment. In next slide we will see the defect cost. So, defect cost measures the financial impact of the bugs, reworks, and testing delays. It includes developer rework time, QA labor, and opportunity loss cost. So, low defect cost reflect the mature process and better initial design quality. High defect cost signal testing the gap or poor requirement clarity. So root cause analysis help team prevent the expensive recurring defects. Automations and CI/CD pipelines reduce the overall defect related cost. And finally, the effective defect management does directly improve the profitability and delivery speed. In next slide, we are going to see the productivity index. A productivity index calculates the features delivered per person hour or sprint. It evaluates how effectively team use the time and expertise. Here the productivity index, the formula is the features delivered divided by the total person hours. High productivity indicates the optimized workflow and the resource allocation. Decreasing the productivity warns the process inefficiency or teams are fatigued. So balanced productivity ensures the consistent delivery without the quality loss. So this is help managers plan capacity and optimize the team utilizations. So linking the financial and production metrics. So financial and the production metrics are interlinked in achieving the FDD success. So improved productivity reduces the cost for features. So it enhances the return on investment. So financial stability enables investment in better tools and process automations. So balanced tracking ensures the optimal use of time, cost, and human effort. By combined analysis gives a complete view of operational efficiency. So data correlation reveals the trade-off between the cost control and feature output. So alignment between the two ensures sustainable business performance. In next slide, we will see the topic is the interpreting the metrics for decision making. Metrics transform the raw project data into strategic business insights. They guide the sprint planning, resource allocation, and risk mitigations. So trends in the CPF, ROI, and FCR reveal the opportunities for the optimization. Here the visualization dashboard helps the teams to interpret the data intuitively. Managers can adjust the process before deviation impact of the delivery. Data driven decisions improve the objectivity and the cross team alignment. So continuous analysis keeps the project aligned with the organizational goals. In next slide, we will see the topic as overall summary about this session. So in FDD, we don't just focus on development, we also focus on the measuring the success. To do this, we use the two main types of the metrics, that is the financial metrics and production metrics. Let's start with the financial metrics. These metrics ensure the cost effectiveness and help us to ensure the return on investment for every feature is delivered. In simple words, they tell us, are we spending our money wisely, and is each feature giving us the enough value in return. On the other hand, production metric is the deal with how efficiently team is performing. They measure the productivity, throughput, and quality consistency. Basically, how much work is getting done, how fast it's done, and how reliable it is. So both these type of the metrics essential for data driven agile management. They bring the accountability into the process. Decisions are made on the real numbers, not the assumptions. So some of the financial metric include the Cost performance factor, return on investment, and budget variance. Meanwhile, the key production metrics are feature completion rate and effort cost and productivity index. Because FDD is the feature based structure, tracking these metrics becomes the much more precise and meaningful. You can easily see which feature is taking the more time and one is the cost more and how each contributes to the overall business value. So finally the main key is FDD maintains the balanced focus on the cost and efficiency, ensuring that the project remains a predictable consistency and then profitable. So feature driven development is not just about the building the software by software, it's about doing the structured, measurable and the value driven way that keeps both the teams and client confident the established. So thank you for the everyone.